The quiet of a new Cold War. Hollywood's silence reveals the contours of America's escalating conflict with China. We are digesting the war on TikTok instead. Hollywood, TikTok, the climate, and America's Cold War with China. We seem to be making sense of things where we do everything else nowadays on social media, which among other functions has become something like the world's most popular reality television show. How will we know when a new Cold War has truly begun? There are lately plenty of signs to choose from. In the past few months, China undertook the largest military exercises in the waters around Taiwan in almost 3 decades, and the Americans learned about major recent hacks of the Treasury Department and several of the country's largest telecommunications companies. President Trump announced the nomination of China hawks for Secretary of State, ambassador to Beijing, and Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, among other positions in the new government, having made an escalating tariff war with China as central to his third campaign as a border wall had been to his first. This month in Foreign Affairs, the conservative historian Neal suggested America's second Cold War was already at least 5 years old. But if we are working through a strict comparison with the first Cold War, one big echo is conspicuously missing. For decades, part of how Americans made sense of their rivalry with the Soviet Union was through popular culture, movies and television and novels that dramatized and personalized the conflict, typically simplifying and mythologizing it as well. This time, there has been essentially none of that, no real effort in Hollywood to make use of high-stakes global conflict, even as a narrative crutch, or by more authority creators to explore the layered human complexity of such conflict.